We're live. Wrestlemania 32 predictions, guys. I'm James.
I'm Thomas.
And that was such a failure. But we'll go
Nah.
anyway. I'm Thomas. But here are our Wrestlemania 32 predictions. We don't think anything's going to change up until the show. Agreed?
I think we're pretty set in stone at this point in time.
Tom's off to the States in a couple of days, so we've got to get this done. And there's about 8 matches already announced. Probably more than 8, sorry. There's about 10 at the moment. Could possibly be 11th or a 12th. So we'll just go from the order of the website. We'll start off with what I think will be the opening match, and that's the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Your typing's very loud. Don't laugh, don't make me laugh. Stop making me laugh, Tom. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Stardust, Miz, Ziggler, Ryder, and Sin Cara. I'll go first. I think this will be the opening match. I'm happy that we get to see a ladder match. As we've mentioned in previous shows, I believe that the US title should have been the ladder match, and that maybe a Zayn's versus Owen, I nearly said. An Owens versus Zayn match would be for the IC title. But as we can tell, they've given that to Kalisto, Ryback, and the ladder matches for the Intercontinental. So I just want to touch on the fact that this ladder match kind of makes it seem the opposite of last year, in that the prestige of the titles kind of dropped. It was a very rushed decision. They might have had it in the works for a while, but they've left it a bit late for us to really care about it. I don't know if Tom agrees. You can say a couple of words, Tom, but you don't have to be completely silent.
No, definitely. I definitely agree with what you're saying. Yeah, put it this way, it's a good sort of way of putting all the talent that are sort of like at that next level down all into the one match. But I definitely agree with you. This should have been the US title match, being in the ladder match with Kalisto in it.
Yep.
And yeah, have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. Why not? But this is what we've got. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. Every person in the match is a good worker. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it, believe it or not. Like, even though it is rushed, I'm looking forward to seeing it, because it's going to just be a spot fest, which will be fun.
Yep. Speaking of spot fest, Neville's out, which is a shame. Clearly why Zack Ryder's in the match and not Taylor Breeze. God, my names are shocking tonight. But yeah, in conclusion for this match, for me personally, I'll let Tom go on after me. Who I want to win, I want Stardust to win. Probably a left field choice, but I think he needs it more than any of the rest of them. And who will win? I can't predict. It's either Owens or Zayn. Although I think this feud going after without the title's fine. It'd be one of them, and my gut says Owens, just because Zayn's not ready. And giving it to Ziggler or Miz wouldn't make sense, and Sin Cara wouldn't make sense. The only thing Sin Cara, which I'll touch on later, if Sin Cara wins, you have a possible Kalisto feud with the titles. But yeah, that's
that'd be a cool little point, but I can't see them giving Sin Cara the Intercontinental title out of the blue. That's the only thing.
Yeah, they can give a way to merge it. But yeah, in my overall prediction for the match, I want Stardust. Owens or Zayn will win. Up to you, Thomas.
My head and heart both say Sami Zayn for this one. I think he's probably the choice to have it, because you can have a back and forth feud go with him and Owens leading up to probably a really like a gimmick match, either a 2 or 3 falls or a last man standing or an I quit or something like that at SummerSlam, which I would genuinely like to see. Sorry, just repositioning myself there. If I had to go with a dark horse, my dark horse for the match is probably Dolph Ziggler, because they're looking like they want to sort of re-push him. If I had to pick someone that's not Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, he's the one. But I think Sami Zayn comes out of this with the IC title, and it's the start of his push towards greater things.
Yeah, that's the end of that one. Yes, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we're finished. Yep.
Well, Tom, that's the end of the video. No, I'm joking. AJ versus Jericho, I'll let you go so you can start off.
Okay. I didn't have a whole lot written about this match. We sort of said, well, I know you noted that it's a lot of matches between the two, but I don't have a problem with that because they're good quality matches. So, you're not getting crap when you see them putting on the same sort of match. There will be something more to this. I'm not sure if it'll just be a singles match. It might be something a little bit more to it, but wait and see. This could be the genuinely good wrestling match that there's always put on. Potential show steal, of my opinion. You've got it being a breath of fresh air following Jericho's heel turn. It's cool. It's not quite what we expected. I think we all know how it's going to end in terms of a ending. Head and heart again, both AJ Styles for this one. Jericho will probably end up putting AJ over, and for my opinion, it'll end up with AJ probably moving towards a mid-card title, whether or not it's into a feud with Ryback for the US or getting involved in the Intercontinental title feud somehow. Once again, both AJ Styles for me.
Nice. A lot more peaceful when we're just talking and interrupting each other, I've noticed. I'll just go with my prediction. It's probably the 3,000th match between the two now. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. We've seen it a lot of times. The only thing is we weren't expecting this after Fastlane, so I think that's kind of a good thing. It was leaked that they were versing each other, but we thought that was the end of the feud. The reasoning that it's been fine to do it again is because the heel turn. We know that Chris Jericho is going to put him over at Mania. That's just a given. We know it will be a great match. Styles. Oh yeah, and another thing. The Styles clash has to end the match. I don't think it will, but that'll be good to see. And as you forgot to do, Tom, who I want to win.
I did. Jericho. I said both AJ Styles for me.
Oh, did you? Oh, well, this is how I'm out, but I am. Who I want to win, Chris Jericho. That's just the best thing to do, but it won't happen. AJ Styles will win. Next match, I'll start off. Usos, Dudley Boys. Meh. I think it says it all. It's good that they're keeping the tag division alive without the belts on the line. You got to respect them for doing that because they could easily have given up on them. The Dudley Boys, their heel turn's been a bit underwhelming, if you ask me. I don't know. It just hasn't been.
They're at the point where they sort of can't be really. Like, they've turned them heel against the Usos. If they were going to turn them heel properly, they'd turn them heel against someone like, the Lucha Dragons or the New Day or, someone who is actually over rather than someone who gets, faces, but they get, lukewarmish reactions. Something I wanted to add to this, I think there might be a table stipulation to it, but don't hold your breath on that one.
Well, I said in my notes, I wrote they should use tables. It's pretty given they should use a table in some way. This match doesn't have to be a tables match. If they just win the match or if they just put them through a table after the match, I don't know, because with all the different stipulations for the show, I find it hard they're going to chuck in another tables match. But yeah, Usos are as stale as they're ever going to be. They've got to do something with them. I don't know what that is. But I think I'll find something for them. And who I want to win, Dudley Boys. Who I think will win is the Usos. And I'm getting all the ones that I want to win wrong because everyone I want to win isn't got a chance. So what about you? Who do you think will win?
I think my predictions are the same as yours. I want the Dudley Boys to win, but I think the Usos will win purely because I think this is going to be on the pre-show or this will be on the crowd warm-up sort of match position somewhere along the line. And faces normally win those matches. Faces normally win at WrestleMania.
Possible pre-show match?
I'd say almost definite pre-show match. I think both the Divas matches will make it onto the main card. The second,
really?
I think the big one, the 10 Diva match that they're planning, will probably go on to be between two of the main events just to let the crowd breathe.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair call. Well, you continue. Your turn.
Yeah, well, I'm kicking it on to the New Day versus the League of Nations, which will be a 4-on-3 handicap match, which we think is for the tag team titles. It's being advertised for the tag team titles, but they seem to not be mentioning it all that much. Look, the way I think this plans out with the eventual implosion of the League of Nations. You'd probably look for Big E to look really, really strong after this match. Is rumoured that he's going to be pushed as a bit of a singles competitor after this.
Again.
New Day's entrance, as you've noticed, is probably going to be really, really good. I can't wait to see it personally. I think the way this is sort of like the way of ending the League of Nations and sending the New Day on into bigger things. You've noted here versus them versus Enzo and Cass. Well, just putting me underneath here. Everything you've noted here are things that I've noticed here. Look, and I'll let you. Yeah, if you want to add anything else, or
quickly. Few notes. As I said, as we mentioned, the New Day entrance is going to be amazing. Is this Barrett's last match? I think it will be. If not, the Raw after Mania will be. It's an unpredictable match. I don't think anyone can really pick it because the New Day don't need the titles, but it seems like that's the best thing for them. Where the League of Nations need the titles, but no one really wants them to win the titles. So the only way League of Nations can look good at coming out of this is if they win. If they lose, they've got to split them up. So could this lead into a possible New Day versus Enzo and Cass? Possibly. Could this lead to League of Nations versus Enzo and Cass? Possibly. It's really hard. Look out for Big E and Rusev to put some good shit together in this match. And who I want to win? I want League of Nations to win. I'm saying that because I think they need it. And if we want to get on them, or not get on them, but have an interest in them, they need to win the titles because the New Day definitely don't need them anymore. Yep. So I want the League of Nations to win, and I think the New Day will win because I just think they'll just stick it with them. They've been champions for a while, but I mean it could go either way. But
I'll disagree with you there. I'll disagree with you there on who I want to win. No
one wants the League of Nations to win. I'm the only one who says that.
I want them to win because it leads to the breakup of League of Nations, which is better for all of them. And it will lead to a probable tag feud with some different opponents for the New Day, which is good. And who I think will win, who I want to win, are the same as New Day. The New Day retain pretty comfortably, I'd say.
Fair enough. Next match, I'll just go away from my photoshopping right now because I'm trying to do the thumbnail for this video as we do it. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is on the pre-show. It's been confirmed. I think it's lost its credibility. I keep saying that, but I don't. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The first one did because it gave it Cesaro and the crowd went nuts for it. But then they kind of flipped themselves and got Big Show to eliminate him last year.
It was always going to be a big thing for the first one, though, and it was always going to be sort of like as you said, the filler to get everyone on the show.
Yeah, but
it'll be something about the first. They can use it. They always use it to tease things, and they always use it to just get everyone involved and get some cheap pops out of the crowd, get them warmed up a little bit. So get some entrances out, get everyone a little bit of screen time. I don't mind it, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah,
it's okay. It's just not the same as it used to be. Even the atmosphere being there last year, everyone was kind of like didn't really care about it. But they got to put it in there. But yeah, don't really care who wins. I'll keep this one short because it's not really much worth talking about. Who I want to win, Sandow or Breeze. I think everyone wants Sandow to win, but he hasn't been around. Or Tyler Breeze, but that's not going to happen. Let's be serious. And who will win? I've got two here, but I've narrowed it down. I don't think Kane's going to win, so I'll go with Strowman. How about you, Thomas?
For my heart says the Big Show back to back, baby. It's happening. No, it's not really. It's always a chance because how do you eliminate the 5,000-pound Big Show?
Even though he's lost 100 Battle Royals in his life.
Yeah. He even admitted it on Raw. But anyway, the winners, I think I've got it down to two. I'll agree with you with Braun Strowman. I think he can dominate the whole thing and just chuck everyone out, make him look good. That's who Vince will obviously want to win. Or Bray Wyatt. With the interesting ending being the Wyatt family completely dominate the match. There's four of them left standing in the ring. The other three eliminate themselves with Bray the winner.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Or for them to implode and Bray still wins.
The comical one I've heard of is the social outcasts win
You know, worries.
And they just can declare themselves joint winners. Like to say that as well. That'd be funny.
Yeah, but it won't happen. I can't see that.
Yeah, I think probably Strowman or Bray Wyatt for mine.
Yep, fair enough. You take the next one.
Do I have to?
It's your favorite match.
I don't want to talk about Kalisto and Ryback. At this point, this is probably the most likely match that I'm probably going to get up and go to the dunny. Look, they want to make Ryback this big strength beast, which is pretty much what they should be booking him as his limitations. But why they're putting him against the high flyer in Kalisto, which is a massive clash of styles, I really, really don't know.
Clash of styles clash.
I don't, it's been sort of Kalisto's got stuck with that title. Like they obviously want to push him as a tag team again, but Sin Cara was back earlier than expected, so Kalisto's sort of stuck with this title. Anything else you sort of want to say?
Yes, I've got a few things because I care about every match on this card, unlike others. It's okay for them to make Ryback look good. Like we're not against that. It's just the way it's been done. They're building him up again. Kalisto's reign's been no good. Had a few good matches with Del Rio, but that's about it. It should be booked as an onslaught. I think Ryback Ryback shouldn't touch the floor. I think he should be killing it the whole match and just dominate him. That'll make the next night interesting, at least, and the next defense for the title interesting. But if Kalisto wins, as I mentioned before, you could set up Sin Cara versus Kalisto. If Sin Cara wins the IC title, that'd be great. That'd be good. We never got to see that. I mean, we got to see Sin Cara versus Sin Cara, but I didn't really like that. And this will cement Ryback's heel turn. And so it should. And I want Kalisto to win for obvious reasons, but there's no doubt in my mind Ryback's winning this one.
Yeah, I'm totally agreeing with you there. Kalisto is 2-1 in my head, but Ryback is going to win it.
Yep. But by the way, I don't mind Ryback winning as long as he looks.
No. Neither do I. But he has to be billed as a monster. There's no other way you can use him other than just some big strength animal. And you can't put him in matches with people like Kalisto because you're going to expect high flying, you're going to expect all the rest of it, and he can't do that. So he can definitely help Kalisto with his moves. Like there's going to be no issues with Ryback doing the Salida del Sol or anything like that. But yeah, look, I really don't. I don't think he works well with sort of athletic guys. You could put him with someone I don't know. You put him with a real strength beast or something like that, and that's what you got to book him as. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the next one. My match of the night, or one of, probably the second match of the night for me, maybe third. Divas Championship. I'm excited. Who the hell thought I'd say that? Charlotte, Sasha Banky. I'm an idiot. Sasha and Becky. We've spoken about this in the last cast standing. I won't go over too much. Becky could have won the title of the Rumble, which could have still had this match in a good way. It still would have made sense. Charlotte has peaked as a heel. I don't think she can do any more. She's definitely losing the title. I have no doubt about that. It's just a matter of who to. No Ric Flair. I don't want him getting involved. Let the three women do what they can do, and let them do what they're good at. I think Tom will agree on that one. Sasha is over. So is Becky. This is where it's hard to pick, but you'd think it'd be Sasha just because Becky had a chance. Sasha, to note, hasn't been pinned ever yet on WWE, which I didn't realize. So I can see her winning. Either way, I think Charlotte will get pinned to lose the title, or they could pin the other way and make Charlotte get a rematch because she never got pinned. They can do that as well. Do I want to win? Everyone knows Sasha. Who is going to win? Sasha. Thomas?
I have an interesting theory on this one, and I totally agree with it. It's going to be a really, really good match. And who would have said that 12 months ago that you're going to be looking forward to the Divas title match?
Yeah, I know. Unbelievable. Really.
I have an interesting theory about this one, and it all revolves around what happens at NXT TakeOver in the Divas and their women's title match there. I see if Bayley retains that title, I think Becky Lynch will win this match. Purely because it will lead to Sasha winning further down the road. And if Sasha wins, if Bayley drops the title to Asuka at TakeOver, I think Sasha Banks wins. Because I have no doubt that her first opponent, when she wins that title, if she wants to go through a feud with Becky, that's fine. But I've no doubt one of her first opponents, Sasha Banks, when she wins the Divas title, is going to be Bayley.
I didn't think of that.
So stay tuned on that one. I can see both situations where Becky or Sasha will win. I don't think Charlotte's coming out of Mania with the title. But yeah, look, who I want to win. Look, my heart probably says Becky Lynch at this point.
You've been a big Becky fan.
I think Sasha will win it. But yeah, whichever situation happens at TakeOver will dictate what I think will happen at Mania.
Yep, fair enough. I'll let you take the next match.
Yeah, cool. Okay, which is the Hell in a Cell match for the control of Monday Night Raw. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker.
And Taker's career.
Yeah, and so this has about 20 different stipulations to it. It's a Hell in a Cell match. Shane gets control of Raw. Taker's career. It's really, really weird. I think there's a few. I don't think we're quite done with Shane. I think Shane's going to have someone interfere. Taker's probably going to have someone interfere. This isn't going to be the two of them just duking it out. Yeah. Honestly, I really, really don't know who wins this match. What they're going to do. It's going to be a spot fest because if Shane hits a coast to coast, I will lose my fucking head. I think hopefully this leads to the end of the Authority, and I think Shane will win this, but Shane won't win this clean. I don't think. No way Shane wins this clean.
Yep. That's very cool. Yeah, I've got a few notes on this one. No doubt it was meant to be Cena. No doubt in my mind. It was a very rushed match. Still makes me think they had something planned for Shane anyway. Who knows what it was. But Undertaker's last match, forced retirement isn't going to happen. We know he's just going to go on his own accord, so you can rule out him getting retired. Retiring because of this match. Will Shane be taking over? I don't know how that's going to work. Will it make the Authority gone? Hopefully. Will there be a brand split? See. There's been rumors about that for a while now. If another theory is if Undertaker loses and gets fired, Shane can reinstate him. So that's another theory that's going around, which is fine by me. Not that he'll be around after Mania anyway, but he can still say, career's not over. As Tom said, it'll be a spot fest, as we know it will be. Will there be blood? I don't think so. I think it'll be more of a slow match that's not even, I don't even think they'll use weapons. I think because that'll be reserved for Brock. But yeah, I think it'll be a good match. I've got faith in them. I think they can put the match on, even at their age. But hopefully they use the cell instead of using it as literally like a fence, like in the last few Hell in a Cells.
Yep.
And if they exit the cell, we're in for a treat. I have no doubt about that. I hope they exit the cell. It is beeping. I think it's your mic. I don't know. Just flooding. And Undertaker winning does not make any sense to me. This is pointless if Undertaker wins in terms of storyline. And make a bit more noise, Thomas.
Sorry, I'm trying to plug my charger in.
And who I want to win? Shane. Who will win? I can't pick. My gut says Taker. My heart says Shane. I almost want to say Shane's going to win. Then if Taker wins, it's like, well, of course it's Taker who's going to win. It's at Mania. But we thought that at WrestleMania 30, and look what happened. So
yeah.
I think if the streak wasn't over, this match would be a no-brainer. Undertaker would win. Because the streak is over, I really want to say Shane. So that's my official prediction. I'm going to go with Shane.
Yeah, I still don't know, but if I had to pick one, I'd say Shane.
Yep. Alrighty, next match. Ambrose versus Lesnar. Now, no holds barred. This is
Here's
going to
my
be
match of the night, by the way.
this is going to be a killer match. Expect absolute fucking mayhem. This
Yeah.
is going to be like ECW stuff, man. I can't. It's going to be insane. Lesnar's going to dominate. We know that. And if there's no blood in this match, I call bullshit. There has to be blood in this match. It wouldn't make sense for there not to be. We've actually seen a bit more blood lately, so hopefully they go with it.
Yep.
Heyman should do what he always does. Heyman should scream things, talk to Brock, act like he's going to die every time there's a false finish. All that kind of stuff. We know what Heyman's good at. There'll probably be 20 suplexes in this match. I got a feeling they're going to break the 16 record. I'd love to see a Dirty Deeds through a table because we don't really get to see Dirty Deeds much other than in the center of the ring.
Yep.
Use heaps of weapons, all this stuff. Just make it a crazy match.
On that note, I've loved the use of the Hardcore Legends to put Ambrose over in this match. That's been really, really, really good.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I don't see how the fuck he's going to implement a chainsaw into the match, other than to cut through a door or something like that. But there's going to be some use of a chainsaw, which is I find crazy. But yeah.
I don't know what they'll do with that one.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, take him to the crowd, do all that kind of stuff. Just get it crazy. Yeah. The crowd's pumped for whatever's next, if that's the main event of Triple H Reigns or if that's Shane Taker, whatever order they choose.
Yep.
I don't think these three should go next to each other on the card, even though they're the three main events, because they're just too chaotic.
They won't. There'll be matches. There'll be a little match in between, and a Divas match in between, or there'll be something like, or there'll be a musical performance or something like that.
If Sting Triple H was any indication,
there's also the Hall of Fame announcement they can bring out as well.
Yeah, exactly. A match. I mean, we thought Sting Triple H would be the second last match, but it was like the second match of the night last year. So, who I want to win. Ambrose, just to put him over, get him over that heel, or not heel, get him over that beast, just get him going. They seem to just not want to push him, and hopefully he wins. But who will win? I think Lesnar will win, but Ambrose will have a massive momentum thing, and he'll look like he's going to win, and then he'll just miss out, like he'll just come up short. That's how it should be booked, anyway.
I've actually got Ambrose for both of these. I think he should win because he needs that push, and I think they're building him up to be sort of like the next sort of like underdog Daniel Bryan type face that everyone loves and can get behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that I think he deserves to go over. I think it's time that Lesnar puts someone over at Mania. I know he did it to Triple H, but that's fucking Triple H.
Not even Mania. That's the last pinfall. That's the last pinfall he took.
Yeah, I know. I think I don't know how Ambrose can do it, but I think the way they're booking it, he's gonna find a way.
Yeah.
Because they've booked it like Lesnar is almost gonna have to kill him to get him to lie down, but Ambrose will find a way to win this match.
Well, let's hope so. Looking forward to it, that's for sure. Okay. What's next?
Now,
you start off with the next
main
one.
event.
Which might not be the main event, which I will talk about.
Yeah, no. Well, I think this will go on last because I think the end of Mania will be what I'll get to. But I disagree with your first point here. You've written boring.
Let me explain, but go on.
This match won't be boring.
Didn't mean the match, but go on.
The feud itself might be a little bit sort of ho-hum, but the match itself will be gold. This will be a really good wrestling match, and the match, I have full faith in Triple H and Roman Reigns to put on a really, really good WrestleMania main event. This is going to be a great match. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to sort of overcome a lot of the booing and a lot of the sort of, sort of nature that a lot of people have towards it. I'm not going to boo the match. I'm not going to Mania to fucking boo. I'm going to Mania to be a mark. Like if Reigns wins, I'll be cheering Reigns if he wins. definitely going to be a good match. Reigns is going to come out of this looking amazingly strong. The end reign of this is going to be the ending of WrestleMania is going to be, in my head, is going to be Reigns standing up, holding the title off while fireworks go off everywhere, and the crowd possibly booing him, but I hope not. Who do I want to win? I want Roman Reigns to win. And who will win? Roman Reigns will win. But I will be happy with Roman Reigns winning if it means an end to Triple H, the Authority, and that bullshit storyline. I hope that this is the Mania. This sort of partners with my Shane thing. I hope this is the Mania where the McMahons just sort of stop. Like, I'm happy with them being there. I'm happy with the Authority, but I'm over the storyline. We need some fresh heels in charge.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. My points, your predictions are finished for that one, yeah? Yes, correct?
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
When I wrote boring, I didn't mean the match, I meant the storyline. Typical Authority storyline. As Tom mentioned, I won't crap on about it. With the crowd boo, yes. But then again, Triple H winning isn't good. Like, it's just not going to... I think, and that's another thing I'll touch on, I think we'll kind of have a feeling of the outcome of this match by the outcome of Shane's match, because if Shane wins, that's why it's hard, because if Shane wins, then it's pretty much a given that Reigns wins. Don't you think?
Yeah.
But we'll see. Will this be the main event? I want to say no. It should be, and it probably will be.
I think it will be.
But because but I don't
if
know.
Ambrose versus Lesnar had the title involved, that'd be the main event.
Oh yeah, it's either Shane Taker or Reigns Triple H. Definitely not going to be Lesnar. We'll see what happens. Will the crowd go home angry? We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think they're going to do that. Everyone thought that was going to happen last year, and the crowd went home crazy, happy. So, in terms of the match, it's going to be awesome. A swerve has to happen. It can't just be a clean finish. Something's got to happen that just makes us guess after the match, like, oh, what's going to happen next?
I know we had a heelish sort of ending where the crowd went berserk for it. Do we have to have something where Triple H sort of like Reigns aligns himself with someone like the Stone Cold aligning himself with McMahon at the end of, I think it was WrestleMania 15 or whenever it was, or 16 or somewhere around there.
Yep.
That sort of storyline is something I would love to see, because that makes you want to, that keeps you wanting to watch wrestling. But if Reigns just sort of simply goes over, I'm gonna be like, ugh, you know, like.
I mean, it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen last year, so I think they're going to run out of patience and do it this year. But as I said, get some interference, Stone Cold, Rock, whatever. Involve Stephanie. She has to be in part of the match. She's very good. We know that. As I said, leave us guessing after the match. Just leave us guessing. Leave us going, what's going to happen? The match is going to be great. I still think Triple H is the best worker on the roster, and that's ridiculous to say, but it's true in terms of making a match look good. We already know Reigns will look really, really strong. If this match tops the Roadblock main event between Ambrose and Triple H, then I'm happy. It's going to be great, which it could, because the Roadblock main event was pretty grouse. What happens after this? Ambrose is involved. Sure, you'd think Ambrose would get involved in the picture. I still think that what should have happened was Reigns shouldn't have defended the title in the Rumble. Reigns should have held it all the way through till now. Ambrose should have won the Rumble. And then you set up 2/3 of what the match was going to be. Reigns versus Ambrose, no Rollins, obviously, for injury. But I'm telling you right now, world title match, Reigns versus Ambrose at WrestleMania would have got some buys. That's for sure. And not just wasted in a 5-minute match at Survivor Series that meant nothing.
I would like this to evolve into heel Roman Reigns versus face Seth Rollins down the track when he's ready to come back.
Or face Ambrose, which it probably will.
Yeah, well.
Obviously, it might be a cash in this year, which is probably. I mean, it'd be good to speculate, but obviously not going to be one. But as I've wrote here, they could do anything. This is what's good about it.
Exactly.
McMahon could come out after the match and say, like we did with Batista in 06, I think, against Cena, guess what? You've got another match. Here you go. And he gives him someone. Like anything could happen.
Yeah.
My gut just says they're not going to go with that typical Reigns finishing the show with the fireworks because it just seems too obvious.
I think there's going to be something else to it. Vince is going to pull a swerve. There's going to be something else to it, but we'll wait and see.
It has to be. There has to be something else to it. Then again, I won't be surprised there isn't because that's what we've expected this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in conclusion, this should finish the Authority. It really should.
I hope it does.
Who I want to win? I don't know. I think I've written Triple H here, but I don't know. I think even Reigns winning is good. I don't really mind who wins. Either way, I'm happy. It's like last year. Either way, I was kind of like, oh, well, it's good because if Brock loses, then we have the title on TV. But if Reigns wins, it's Reigns. But now it's similar. But who will win? Reigns has to win. There's no doubt in my mind he's winning. No matter how, turn him heel. If the perfect scenario is him winning and turning heel, I think that we can agree on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's everything. If there's another match, Team Lana versus Team Who Gives a Shit, go Team Lana.
The faces win. If that's the case, but yeah.
I think if that does happen, Lana's team will win because they're showing off Lana really good. And by the way, did you see Lana's kick on Paige?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Holy cow, that was amazing. Sold it like a beast. But yes, hopefully we didn't go too long tonight. This was just a quick one. Predictions for WrestleMania 32. We can't wait. Thomas can't wait. I'm going to have my mates over 7 hours, start at 7 in the morning. Should be fun. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, do all the stuff. I'm not going to do any crazy shit to end the video. That was our predictions. Let's see how we go after the show. We'll do a post show. We might even reflect Thomas on our predictions. Actually, we'll definitely do that.
Hopefully when I come back from WrestleMania, if I have a voice left, well, ideally, yeah, we'll go for it.
Yep. Or we could do it when you get home to Australia, whatever. Because with Raw on, there's going to be a lot to do after Mania. So
we can find something to wrap up the chairs with as well. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're getting your chairs, aren't you? So whose face will you be sitting on?
I think I'll be sitting on Roman Reigns' face. Or
Triple H, one of the two. You could have. Mine was cool because I didn't have the chair, but if you got the chair, you could sit on all of their faces because I had about 10 people on the last year's chairs.
I tell you what, my pool room's going to end up looking pretty good because I'll have 3 title belts and I'll have 2 of these chairs that I put out in my future pool room, plus an autographed T-shirt and all the rest. So
that'd be awesome. Anyway, that's all from us. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. You know the gist. Have a good one, lads. Thomas, send them off.
See you next time, guys. Keep watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.